Hello, this is Martin from Secret, the channel for learning about trading and investing, and welcome to Markets Tomorrow, the daily market technical analysis show where we look at the markets, how it performed today, and then how we can plan for a better trade tomorrow. And this is for September 28th, Tuesday 2021. So we had a speed breaker move in the Nifty today. So wasting time, let's see what happened. Yeah, so this is a pre-market analysis that we'll be doing based on all of these parameters that you see on the chart on the left side and additional ones on the right side. Right, there will be slides with the screenshot of the chart. So after the description, we'll be looking at the slides also. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe it right away and then share it to your friends and colleagues so that they also benefit. It doesn't cost you anything, and it means a lot for us. Thank you. So what price patterns we show? We have a bearish candle on the Nifty with previous day spinning top, right? After the spinning top, we had a bearish candle. We had an all-time high with another spinning, right? That's what happened, right? We had an all-time high that was on BANKNIFTY, right? So we had a so that all-time high was not on the Nifty but on the BANKNIFTY, right? On the Nifty we had a bearish candle, and on the Friday we had a spinning top, right? So BANKNIFTY moved 2% up. Actually it closed in green, but it gave up half of the 2% and then more only 1%, something near to that, while Nifty it closed flat, right? Few points up. It was a red candle again, right? So BANKNIFTY is at all-time high as I mentioned above, and we do it above a previous support region. So Nifty it's actually the resistance at 7950 is a resistance. We'll see that the charts. See the candle on Nifty on the left side. It's a bearish, very bearish candle after the spinning top, right? It attempted to go but gave it up. And BANKNIFTY on the right side charts, you can see it's another spinning top with the green following a previous spinning top. Spinning tops sometimes are clear indicators of reversal. So here you can see that the spinning top and it reversed. Sometimes it could be big reversal also, and spinning tops comes along with some other indications like divergences and all that, right? Small bar divergences. It can be a big crash, but this may not be that. But yeah, bearishness has come into play, and this is also a small body candle spinning top, right? Spinning top has to be seen on the future stock with volumes. Then that's when it becomes very effective, right? So there is another form. It's another all-time high that you can see that it has created another all-time high also, along with. So BANKNIFTY performed today. Nifty attempted and gave it up. See the intraday price action, the 15-minute. You can see that Nifty on the left side moved up, gapped up, then give up everything, and then again bounced up. So another V-shaped day. You can say quarter V-shape, right? On the right side, BANKNIFTY, you can see that it had big gap up but could not sustain that, and and then settled at 350 kind of points up, right? But still was green close for the BANKNIFTY today. Support and resistance, as you can see, nothing much changed except for the BANKNIFTY. On the left side Nifty, you can see that the resistance remains to be the 7950, and after that you have the rounding number 18,000, and then you have 18250, which is Fibonacci prediction levels. Downside you have 17650, 17700 with the first support, and then if it breaks that, then 17350 to 17450 can be a support, and if it breaks it can be 17250, 17300, that's shown, and then if that is also broken, it is 17,000 to 150 levels. Right side BANKNIFTY, you can see it has made another all-time high, and that is now on top of support. So the next target will be 38,200 is a fib projection, and right now it is a support zone of 38,100 and 37,900. That means that's a support zone that you see here, and below that, if it breaks, you have support at 37,700, right? Which is the previous resistance, and then if that is also broken, you have 36,900, 37,200 zone, and when if that breaks, you have 36,300 to 36,500 support. Now, these are all previous swing lows. Fibonacci retracement level is what this is, and fib extension is what the 38,200 that you are seeing on the above. So these are support and resistances, And momentum divergence, if you see, you can see the Nifty and Bank Nifty both, the bullish momentum is intact. You can see that, no? But the problem here is it had a bearish divergence which worked out, right? But it's not still met the target, right? That means it can further move down up till 17,450, 400 levels, right? If that is to complete, right? It's not mandatory that it completes, but as per the divergence, if that is working out, it is still more downfall that can be expected. Similarly, we had the previous, at this, 15th, 16th September, that range, you had a bullish divergence which worked, but it met the target and then went beyond that. So that is done with. Now what we have is a unfinished bearish divergence that can pull the Nifty further down also. Now the thing is, the Bank Nifty also has a bearish divergence. You can see that the momentum is coming down and the price is moving up. So that's not too many bars, so it can work out. There could be some pullback from what the less. This is what the momentum indicators are showing. It's unconfirmed, but it can. The Bank Nifty is unconfirmed. It will be confirmed if it moves above, if it moves below the previous day's candles. Here it is kind of started working on the Nifty bearish, but it is not finished it. Now what are the trend indicators? ADX, you can see that here it started rising up after the bend. Now it started rising up again. It is in bullish zones. On the right side, Bank Nifty, you can see that strength of the ADX is rising up, and the DMI positive is also rising up. So Bank Nifty is more bullish seen on the trend, but otherwise both are having great trend and momentum. Volatility was the player today, so it is 18. Can you believe that? Right, 7% of nearly 7% of up move, and the recent high is what, 18. Bank Nifty. Anything that goes above 20, you have to be cautious. 25, you have to be extremely cautious. Right, that the volatility can cool off, and then price can things can become crazy good for the sellers. But yeah, so the IVP is improved to 37%. Right, that is good for sellers, but it does move further more down to above 75 kind of levels for it to be a good for the options to work out properly on the Nifty, right? But the premiums have improved. So the IV, the implied volatility is 90.3. The IVP is also improving, so which is good for, high volatility is good for the sellers, but choppiness will be increasing, right? As it goes upwards, sudden choppiness will be there. Price may be moving up, but it may come down and then move up. So that kind of movements are very hard for the entire day buyers, especially, right? So to be cautious in that front from the volatility point of view. Open interest data, if you see the left side, you can see the Nifty. You can see that the highest support is in the 17,000, very far, right? And then you have good rating at 17,800. So then 800 to play can get more additions in the coming days before the expiry. And resistance CMS is 18,000, very close by, hardly 50 points away, right? And then you have 18,500, the fib projection levels, right? You can see that 0.96 is bullish enough, almost near to 1. The put call ratio is what I'm talking about. And long build, actually this is not the futures open interest has not been updated, so ignore that futures open interest spot, right? Both of them are not updated. But Bank Nifty, if you see, the high support is in 37,000 and 37,500, right? So 37,000 is giving a good support. You can see that, right? So it's a very good support. So, and you can see the upside 39 and 39,000 and 40,000 is where you were saying that this is going to be. So 30, so that's where it is. The action is going to be between 37 and 32,000 points. Between 37,000 and 39,000 is where the action is going to be in. And the put call ratio is also bullish. Now let's look at how the different sectors performed. Because IT index got bit by the bearish divergence that we talked about and dipped 3% that we had talked about it the last day. But there is a momentum reverse divergence that can pull it back again as per the charts. So you have to be cautiously bullish, and if the momentum dips below 60, you don't need to. You just have to exit the positions. And, until then, you can be cautiously bullish. There is a chance there is a bounce that can come once again, but it had done very small correction in the last 2 days. And metal, you can see it's still in decisive candle, and the momentum is still sideways, so stay away from it. Auto sector has performed and it has moved up 3% today, and the momentum is back in the bullish ones, and this is W breakout that can happen. So watch out
for that breakout to happen, and then add stocks and then accordingly make the entries. Pharma closed another red percent. Pharma is not going to stay away. Pharma and metal stay away. FMCG is bullish, but it is further gone down 1% down, and then is forming some kind of reverse divergence in the momentum, so it can bounce back also. So FMCG also in the bullish list along with auto and IT cautiously. Reality is the star of the day. So 30% move in 5 days, and today it's another 3% that's up. Right, so momentum is bullish and a cup and handle breakout is happening. So the time is already, arrived for the entry in the stocks like real, of course, properties and all of this, right? So super bullish is what reality is. Reality, IT, auto and FMCG, the bull stocks, metal and pharma stable until momentum is caught up. So what is the institutional rate of participation today? See that FIS sold 600 crores today, and then DIs about 1,400 crores. So DIs are buying and helping the market, but it's a worry that the FIS start selling. Now dollar, you can see that it has moved up. There's a hammer formation. So dollar currency pair, the dollar also is dollar index that you see on the right side is at a resistance point. If it is breaking out, it's going to be big devaluation of the Indian rupee. The RNC pair is also shooting up, and it may face the previous resistance zone and the channel tops, right? So if you look at left side, crude oil, that is a disastrous thing. 75 levels and the previous 3-year high kind of levels at this point, but it will face some resistance here. But dollar is at very high level. It can shoot up the inflation, and our economy may be better because of this high dollar price and high crude price, right? Right side, you can see that the dollar is catching up and trying to stay close to the previous major support zone. It is not willing to fall down, right? But the dollar index is making the goal to slightly slip from the support zone, but it's trying to catch up, right? It is not a red bar at least today, right? It slipped from the support zone, but it's hanging on there. US market at this time, you can see that Dow Jones is green, but Nasdaq is down 174 points. That's quite usual. So no major indication at this point in time. You'll have to check the global markets, how it works out in pre-market. That's where you get some clues. Not at this time, but no major indications. So Dow Jones and Nasdaq are like this. One is up, one is out. So both are down, means you have to be careful. Okay. So actionables, reality is up. So Brokerage properties, it's doing a breakout, right? Resistance on out. So wait for a Fibonacci retracement level and then enter. Tata Motors in the motor sector is also turning bullish. It's showing good momentum and then it's bouncing for support. But remember that you have to be careful that there are multiple resistance upside in Tata Motors. So for a short, very swing trade, it may work out. Yes, so that's a wrap up. We have to be cautiously bullish. That was the same the last day also. Right, the bullishness has not gone because the momentum and the trend indicators are still bullish. Right, IT is taking a break, but it's not lost full momentum. Same time, reality, auto, and FMCG are all showing more and more bullishness. Right, so but now the worry is that if I sold today, there is a small worry, right? But days are doing good. But if I am selling, always is a worry. Spinning top bearish levels is in progress. It's not completed. VIX is shot up 33% in just 10 days. 18 is big level, considering that it took very less time to reach that, right? Now VIX is going up. It is fear and greed is increasing, is what. So you have to be cautious. Chopping is maybe increasing, right? So cautious bullish, and market has not made any major corrections in a long time to the vertical up. So some corrections can come in. So you don't know when it happens. When you least expect it, it comes in. So you have to be cautious, but still bullish. The volatility has turned into a new regime, right? It is staying between, seems like it is staying between 15 and 20 kind of levels. So it may further move up or further fall down. We don't know. The range formation is happening, but premiums are increasing. IVP and is also improving, and option sellers should benefit from it. And ratio spread and iron fly, some strategies that I put in last week also, so that should be working at this kind of fixed level. So hope it helps you, and if you like it, hit the like button and subscribe without fail, and then share it to your friends. It doesn't cost you anything. It means a lot for us. Thank you so much for watching. Happy trading, happy learning.